Spouses build home on husband's father's land. Who benefits? In the process of obtaining a divorce, the husband and wife settled all their issues except for one: whether either of them had a beneficial interest in property the husband's father owned, given that he had permitted them to build a house on it. The couple agreed that whatever the court decided, they would share the declared interest equally. In 1988, the husband had helped his father find a 15-acre property in Caledon, which the father purchased himself using savings and a mortgage. The father intended to have it severed into lots, one which he would build and resell homes for a profit. But even before applying for a severance, the father told the husband he could take a 1.13 acre section and build himself a single family home for his wife and children. That's the house portion. The father would keep the remaining 13.87 acres, the acreage, for development purposes. After getting the father's signature on the application, the husband got the necessary permits in 1989 and started construction, paying for it with money he and his wife had available. Importantly, though, that severance application was rejected soon after. Pending an appeal, the husband continued to build and accepted financial help from his parents to do so. Unfortunately, that appeal was ultimately unsuccessful, and the husband was devastated by the news, the court said. Still, the court noted that at one point shortly thereafter, his father had put his hand on his shoulder and told him not to worry, as it would all be his when the father passed away. As it turned out, the father died without a will in 2004, which meant that no provision had been made to bring the father's promise to fruition. The husband and the wife continued to live in the home after that point, but separated in 2011. As part of their divorce, they raised the issue of the property ownership. The father's estate contended that the husband and wife had merely been invited to build a house on a portion of the father's property during a period where they were in desperate financial position, but there had never been an intent to gift them with the house portion. The court disagreed. It noted if the severance had been granted, the severed lot would have been transferred to the husband for no consideration. The court stressed that the husband and wife made significant contributions to the property over the years. The couple's addition of a large single-family home on the house portion of the property, together with 30 years of upkeep and sweat equity, amounted to unjust enrichment, benefiting the father's present-day estate. It was reasonable for them to expect to receive some benefit for the construction and ongoing improvements, which they had fully funded themselves. With that said, the court rejected the idea that there was an oral agreement between the husband and wife and the father that the entire property would be conveyed to the couple in the future. At the time the property was purchased, everyone treated it as two separate units: the house portion belonging to the couple and the acreage belonging to the father. The court ruled that the father did not intend to give them the entire property. The spouses were entitled to a beneficial interest in it. The court was left to try to value a portion of the non-severable property as if it were severed. After doing the math with the help of valuation experts, it awarded the husband and wife a joint beneficial ownership of 75% of the entire property through an unjust enrichment claim, which entitled them to a constructive trust. The estate was granted the remaining 25%, which was to be distributed under the intestacy. The court also ordered the whole property be sold for no less than $810,000, with carriage of the sale in the hands of the husband and wife, who would be motivated to get the best price. So what do you think? Did the court come to the right decision in this case? You can comment at the end in the comment box. Leave any questions that you have. We're going to endeavor to answer all those questions at the end of the week. My camera person is going to tell me about the bell. How's that work, Sarah?
So you have to subscribe and then click the bell to get notifications.
So if you subscribe and click the bell, you're going to get notifications of our upcoming YouTube videos and blogs. So thank you for watching. I'm Russell Alexander.